5 reasons your legs are getting weaker after 60, and what you can do before it's too late. The silent warning in your legs. Have you ever stood up from a chair and felt your legs wobble, almost as if they forgot? Or B, you've noticed that climbing stairs leaves you winded in ways it never used to. You tell yourself, well, I'm just getting older. That's normal. But here's the shocking truth. Weak legs are not just a normal part of aging. They are a red flag, a silent warning that your body is losing strength, circulation, nutrients, or even nerve function. And if you ignore these signals, the consequences can be devastating. We're talking about falls that lead to broken hips, losing independence, or even dangerous complications like blood clots and heart issues. But the good news, once you understand the hidden causes behind leg weakness, you can take action. Simple, science-backed steps that restore your strength, improve balance, and keep you moving with confidence well into your 70s, 80s, and beyond. So today, we're going to uncover the 5 biggest reasons your legs are getting weaker after 60, and, more importantly, what you can do about them. If you're someone who spends hours sitting, maybe working at a desk, watching TV, or even just enjoying retirement with a good book, this is especially for you. Sitting may feel harmless, but it's one of the biggest enemies of strong legs. Stick with me until the end, because I'll share not only the why behind your weakening legs, but also simple daily actions you can take starting today to get stronger, steadier, and healthier. Let's dive in. Reason number 5. Muscle loss, the silent thief called sarcopenia. Imagine you're 30 years old again. Back then, your legs probably felt like sturdy tree trunks, solid, dependable, carrying you without a second thought. But here's the thing. Starting in your 30s, your body begins losing muscle mass little by little. By the time you hit 60, that loss speeds up dramatically. Scientists call it sarcopenia, and it's one of the most common, yet most overlooked, reasons your legs feel weaker as you age. Here's how it works. Muscles are like use it or lose it tissue. If you challenge them, they grow stronger. If you sit most of the day, they slowly shrink. Over time, this shrinkage makes it harder to get up from a chair, harder to carry groceries, and yes, harder to trust your legs when you need them most. Studies show that without intervention, you could lose up to 30% of your muscle mass by your 80s. That's huge, and it explains why so many older adults struggle to stay active. So, how do you fight back? Strength exercises. You don't need a fancy gym. Chair squats, calf raises, leg lifts, and resistance bands are enough to rebuild lost muscle. Protein intake. Muscles need fuel. Lean meats, fish, eggs, dairy, beans, and nuts all help repair and grow muscle tissue. Aim for a little protein at every meal. Daily movement. Even 10 to 15 minutes of walking every day can keep your leg muscles engaged. Think of it as telling your body, hey, I still need these legs. Don't let them shrink. Here's a quick story. A 72-year-old man named Bill came to his doctor worried that he couldn't walk across the grocery store without feeling exhausted. He thought it was just old age. But after just 3 months of adding simple chair squats and daily walks, his legs were noticeably stronger. He even joked, "Doc, I can carry all my groceries in one trip again." That's the power of addressing sarcopenia. It's not about getting bodybuilder muscles. It's about keeping enough strength to do the things you love and stay independent. Reason number 4. Poor circulation. When blood flow slows down. Now let's talk about circulation. Ever notice your legs feel cold, numb, or cramped after a short walk? That might be more than just poor stamina. It could be peripheral artery disease, or PAD. PAD happens when plaque builds up in your arteries, narrowing them like clogged pipes. Less blood gets to your legs, which means less oxygen and nutrients. The result? Tired, heavy, achy legs that don't want to cooperate. If you've ever had pain in your calves that magically go away when you sit down, that's a telltale sign. Doctors call it intermittent claudication. It's your body begging for better circulation. The scary part, pad doesn't just affect your legs, it's also a warning sign that your heart and brain may not be getting enough blood either, raising your risk of heart attack or stroke. So, what can you do? Walk every day? Even if it's just around your living room. Movement pumps blood through your arteries and helps keep them open. Stay hydrated. Water keeps your blood from getting too thick, making it easier to circulate. Lower salt intake. Too much salt causes swelling, making circulation worse. Try leg elevation and massage. These simple habits help blood return to the heart. And here's the kicker. People who walk through the pain of pad often end up improving their circulation more than those who avoid walking. It's like training your arteries to reopen themselves. So the next time your legs feel heavy after sitting, don't just brush it off. It could be your body whispering, I need better blood flow. Reason number 3. Nerve damage, the hidden pain of neuropathy. Now let's move to something a little less obvious. Your nerves. Have you ever felt like you're walking on sponges, or noticed tingling, burning, or numbness in your feet? That could be peripheral neuropathy, a form of nerve damage that affects about 1 in 3 seniors. The nerves in your legs are like electrical wires. They carry signals from your brain to your muscles, telling them when to move. But if those wires get damaged, often from diabetes, vitamin deficiencies, or even certain medications, the signals get scrambled. The result? Weakness, imbalance, and that strange pins and needles feeling. One of the biggest culprits here is vitamin B12 deficiency. Without enough B12, your nerves can't stay healthy. And guess what? As we age, our bodies absorb less B12 from food. That's why older adults are especially at risk. Here's what helps. Check your blood sugar. High sugar damages nerves over time. Keep it in range. Eat nerve-friendly foods. Eggs, fish, dairy, leafy greens, all rich in B12. Cut back on alcohol. Too much alcohol is toxic to nerves. Gentle massage and foot care. Keeping circulation and stimulation in your feet helps nerve signals stay active. Here's a story. Linda, a 68-year-old retired teacher, told her doctor, I feel like my feet are wrapped in cotton. I can't even feel the floor properly. She thought she just needed new shoes. But after testing, they discovered neuropathy from low B12. With supplements and some lifestyle changes, she started regaining sensation, and most importantly, confidence in her steps. So, if you've been ignoring that tingling or numbness, don't. It's your nerves calling out for attention. Reason number 2. Spinal problems. When your back weakens your legs. Now here's one most people don't expect. Your spine. Think of your spine as the electrical hub where all the nerves to your legs originate. If something goes wrong there, like a herniated disc, spinal stenosis, or years of poor posture, the signals to your legs get disrupted. That's why some people feel sharp shooting pain from their lower back down their legs. Others notice one leg feels weaker than the other, or they stumble more often. This is classic sciatica or spinal nerve compression. And here's the kicker. Sitting for long periods is one of the biggest culprits. Sitting puts pressure on your lower back, compressing those delicate nerves. Over years, that pressure adds up. To protect your spine, stretch daily. Gentle moves like knee-to-chest stretches or seated twists relieve pressure. Avoid long sitting sessions. If you sit a lot, stand up every 30 minutes and walk for at least 2 minutes. Support your back. Use a lumbar cushion or adjust your chair to keep your spine aligned. I once heard about a man named Robert who had been an accountant for 40 years. After retirement, he thought sitting in his recliner watching TV was harmless. But his legs kept giving out. It turned out, his spine had compressed nerves from years of sitting and poor posture. With physical therapy and stretching, he regained much of his leg strength, but he wished he'd known sooner. The lesson: a healthy back equals healthy legs. Don't neglect it. Reason number 1. Electrolyte imbalance. When minerals go missing. Finally, let's talk about something that surprises most people. Minerals. Ever had a Charlie horse? One of those painful leg cramps that wakes you up at night? Or maybe your legs feel shaky for no reason. That often comes down to low magnesium or potassium. These two minerals are like the spark plugs of your muscles. They help your muscles contract and relax properly. Without them, you get cramps, weakness, and irregular heartbeats. Low potassium can happen if you're dehydrated, eat lots of processed foods, or take certain medications like diuretics. Low magnesium often comes from not eating enough whole foods, or from stress, which burns through magnesium reserves. How to fix it? Eat potassium-rich foods, bananas, oranges, spinach, sweet potatoes, avocados. Add magnesium sources, almonds, beans, dark chocolate, whole grains. Stay hydrated. Dehydration makes imbalances worse. Try an Epsom salt bath. The magnesium in the salts can be absorbed through your skin, relaxing muscles before bed. One woman told me she suffered nightly leg cramps for years. She thought it was just old age, but after simply adding a banana and handful of almonds to her daily diet, plus more water, the cramps almost vanished. Sometimes the simplest fixes are the most powerful. Bringing it all together. Your action plan. We've covered the 5 hidden reasons your legs may be getting weaker. Muscle loss, sarcopenia, poor circulation pad. Nerve damage, neuropathy. Spinal problems, sciatica, herniated discs. Electrolyte imbalances, low magnesium and potassium. Each one is serious, but each one also has solutions. So here's your action plan. Move daily. Even 5 minutes makes a difference. Strength train. Use your body weight, bands, or light weights. Eat smarter. More protein, more minerals, fewer processed foods. Check your spine and posture. Don't let sitting quietly destroy your legs. Hydrate. Water is underrated medicine. Weak legs aren't just an inconvenience. They're a warning sign, but also an opportunity. An opportunity to take control, to rebuild, to reclaim the independence you deserve. So don't wait. Your legs carry you through life. Take care of them, and they'll take care of you. And if this message hit home for you, share it with someone you care about. Because strong legs don't just mean strength, they mean freedom.